So while my kids were growing up, I got into making cheese. I have always loved cheese. My favorite meals when I was a kid were grilled cheese, macaroni and cheese, ham and cheese. I mean, you kind of get it. So when I started looking into the science of cheese, I absolutely loved it. And being someone that came from the world of IT, I always love to see how patterns work. If you take music and mathematics, coding, and several other things in nature, what you'll notice is that there's a frequency, there is also kind of a cadence. So you have, like, take music, for example. So music and software coding, very similar. You've got a part that starts out that basically sets the stage and has a unique format. Then it goes into the chorus, or in the case of software, it goes into the loop function. And then it comes back out and it does something unique. So in a song, that would be the verse and the chorus. And I noticed that in a lot of different things. And so I was drawn to cheese making. That was something where I really learned. I did it for about 10 years, and I had taken some wine fridges that I would buy off Craigslist or whatnot, and I converted them into wine caves in my laundry room. And I had, a couple of them stacked and was making, I started with mozzarella because that's pretty easy. You can do that if you've got a microwave and a pot, basically. So I started with mozzarella and then went on to things like brie and camembert and farmer's cheese and cheddar and some of the cheeses with ash on the outside. And I did get into, the waxing and, all the superficial stuff. But whether it was, cheese that required a little bit of penicillin, like a blue cheese or a brie, or something that was just more straight up rustic, like a cheddar, and again, those soft cheeses like mozzarella. Goat cheese is still my absolute favorite. And I was fortunate enough to have a next door neighbor who was raising goats at the time. So I was able to get fresh goat milk. That was just an absolute labor of love. So while I was doing that, when my kids were more in, like, grade school, middle school, as they got to be in high school and college, and my husband and I started kind of taking back a little bit of our own disposable income, I became very interested in the world of wine.